These are the sounds of my family tradition. The smells of my family tradition are even greater. When we first start cooking and you take in a breath, you can smell raw meat, poultry, or pork. Then the piquant and sharp scent of the spices start to tickle your nose. The freshly picked herbs and vegetables give the kitchen a refreshing scent. After the main dish is prepared, you can smell the sweet scent of sugar, while the saccharine spices make the kitchen smell warm and welcoming. During this time, the kitchen looks like an organized, chaotic mess. Everyone is reaching over each other and in each other's way. Everywhere you look, there are pots, pans, knives, uniformly diced vegetables, herbs, and spices. For my family tradition, every evening when we're all together, we like to cook dinner as a family. We all take a task and work together to create a traditional, aromatic, and mouth-watering dinner and dessert. Okay. Yeah. Whoa. This tradition started with my mother and her father. While my grandfather was a Navy officer, he traveled the world and saw many different cultures and religions and was inspired by all of them. When my mother was born, he wanted to make sure that she would be open-minded and embracive of other cultures and religions just as much as he was. This idea started the tradition of making dinner every night from various cultures. When I was born, my mother wanted me to gain the same benefits and experiences she did, so she continued the tradition with me. Then 7 years later, the tradition continued with my sister, then my brother a year after, and now with my 1-year-old baby sister. Through all the decades, the tradition has stayed the same. As a family, we prepare dinner. This tradition is significant to my family. It means more than just making dinner to eat. It allows us to stay close and open. It also teaches us how to work together and trust each other, building our self-esteem and confidence. In addition, we gain knowledge of other cultures and people and learn to respect and admire them. Our family tradition also allows us to create fond memories that we will cherish for the rest of our lives. We act silly, make a mess, and have fun with each other. These are the memories that always make us laugh and feel good when we think back.
Isabella there to cook with the tamale.
A fond memory I have is when I was younger and it was dark, gloomy, and rainy out. When I would come home from school shivering, cold, and wet, my mother and I would make a hot and steamy pot of tomato soup with warm, buttery toasted bread for dinner. This would make me feel warm and relaxed after a cold and gloomy day. My tradition also relates to our cultures. We're a melting pot of cultures. We're part Spaniard, Indian, African American, Hispanic, and Caribbean. Our cultures influence the food we make, but doesn't limit it either. We make foods from various other cultures like Italian spaghetti, Salvadorian beef tacos, Mexican sweet tamales, Caribbean hibiscus tea, and French crepes. My family tradition is simple. We make dinner together every night as a family, but the significance of our tradition is boundless.